Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Zimwaves TV, your go-to channel for all things Zimbabwean. Today, we're diving deep into the murky waters of our beloved country's political landscape. Buckle up, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. While you grab your popcorn and settle in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you ensure you never miss an episode where we unravel the complexities and controversies shaping Zimbabwe's legal landscape. Your support helps us continue to shed light on crucial issues affecting Zimbabwe today. Now, let's not beat around the bush, pun intended. We're here to discuss the state of leadership in Zimbabwe, and boy, do we have a lot to unpack. From the top down, it seems like our country is being run by a troupe of circus performers, except without the entertainment value. So, let's talk about the so-called leadership of our dear Zimbabwe. Yes, I put leadership in quotation marks, because calling them leaders is like calling a toddler a brain surgeon. It's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? It's like putting a fish in charge of a bicycle race. Sure, they might have the best of intentions, but they simply lack the tools, skills, and understanding necessary to succeed. Our nation's future is being steered by individuals who seem more concerned with preserving their own power than with driving meaningful progress. This is not just a question of competence. It's a matter of vision, or rather, the glaring absence of it. At the helm, we have our illustrious president, the man, the myth, the legend, or should I say the man, the myth, the clueless wonder. Emerson Mnangagwa, our fearless leader, has all the strategic acumen of a headless chicken running around the farmyard. He's been in the game for decades, but somehow, he's still playing like it's the 1980s. Newsflash, it's 2024, and the world has moved on. Yet here we are, with a leader who seems to believe that rhetoric and nostalgia are adequate substitutes for tangible policy and innovation. He's like a relic of a bygone era, trying to navigate the complexities of a modern world with outdated maps. The results? Catastrophic for the ordinary Zimbabwean. But oh, it gets better. Let's talk about his merry band of ministers and senior officials. These are the folks whose claim to fame is having been in the bush during the War of Liberation. Now, don't get me wrong, their contribution to our independence is monumental. But running a country in the 21st century with nothing more than bush war credentials is like trying to fix a spaceship with a stone axe. We honor their bravery and sacrifices, but liberation war heroism does not automatically translate into effective governance. It's as if our political landscape is a theater where former guerrilla fighters are attempting to perform a high-stakes drama without any formal training. The results? A series of blunders and missteps that would be comical if they weren't so devastatingly impactful on our lives. We've got a cabinet full of Form 4 politicians. Yes, you heard that right. Our top decision makers have the educational background equivalent to a high school sophomore. They're running a nation with the same qualifications you'd need to run a lemonade stand. And let's not even start on their understanding of modern economics. Their idea of fiscal policy is probably stashing cash under the mattress. It's almost laughable, if it weren't so tragic, that the fate of millions rests in the hands of individuals who might struggle with basic arithmetic, let alone complex economic theories. Their policy solutions often feel like they've been lifted from a badly written sitcom, rather than serious, well-considered governance. Our economy is in freefall. Hyperinflation is through the roof, unemployment is skyrocketing, and the infrastructure is crumbling. But don't worry, folks, our leaders are on it. They're holding meetings, forming committees, and giving speeches. All the while, the country burns. It's like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Bravo! Instead of taking decisive action, they prefer to engage in endless rounds of discussions and photo ops, creating the illusion of activity without any real progress. Their responses to crises are often so delayed and ineffective that one wonders if they truly grasp the severity of the situations facing our country. It's like watching a slow-motion train wreck, where the engineers are too busy debating to hit the brakes. And then there's corruption. Oh yes, our politicians have turned corruption into an art form. They could give Picasso a run for his money. Mismanagement? They've written the book on it. If there were an Olympic event for corruption, we'd be bringing home the gold every time. The levels of graft and self-enrichment are staggering. with public funds disappearing faster than you can say embezzlement. This rampant corruption is not just a moral failing, it has real, tangible consequences for our nation. Hospitals without supplies, schools without books, roads in disrepair, all symptoms of a system where the leaders prioritize their own wealth over the well-being of the populace. But wait, there's more. Our leaders are as innovative as a brick wall. They're stuck in their ways, resistant to change, and allergic to new ideas. The world is evolving, but our leadership is still operating on a playbook from the Stone Age. It's like trying to stream Netflix on a typewriter, utterly pointless. Their policies and initiatives, when they do exist, often seem designed to preserve the status quo rather than to foster progress or innovation. This rigid adherence to outdated methods and ideas is stifling our potential and keeping Zimbabwe in a perpetual state of underdevelopment. The world races forward, while we remain shackled by the past. Now, let's not forget the youth, the future of our nation. They're looking for inspiration, for leaders who understand the digital age, who can create jobs, who can bring innovation. Instead, they get a bunch of old-timers reminiscing about the good old days in the bush. It's no wonder the youth are disillusioned and desperate for change. Our young people are brimming with talent and potential, yet they find themselves trapped in a system that offers little in the way of opportunities or support. They are hungry for a leadership that understands their challenges and aspirations, but what they get instead is a geriatric parade of outdated ideologies and irrelevant war stories. No wonder so many are looking abroad for a better life. So, there you have it, folks. Zimbabwe's leadership in all its glory. Clueless, out of touch, and woefully underqualified. The only thing they seem to excel at is staying in power and lining their pockets. But hey, at least they give us something to talk about, right? It's a tragic comedy where the jokes are on us, the citizens. But all is not lost. Keep questioning, keep fighting for change, and remember that a brighter future is possible with the right leadership. Stay tuned to Zimwaves TV for more biting commentary and satirical takes on the state of our nation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep questioning, keep thinking, and keep fighting for a better Zimbabwe.
In the heart of Zimbabwe, a new dawn.